Coffee. The button has been pushed. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to, can you believe it? This is the 20th edition of Essential Oils with Laura and Len. I'm so excited. We've come a long ways, baby. And you know what? We don't have very many more oils to go before we run out of the spectrum of the simple single oils and we start into the blends. But probably next week we'll run out of oils. We've got about 4 or 5 more to cover. Today, we're going to talk about rosemary, Spanish rosemary. And Laura, do you have anything you'd like to say to the nice folks out there before we jump into today's oil?
No, but just that they probably would do themselves a favor by watching your morning video this morning just to know what to do. And that's all I'll say. Happy Friday. I'll also say that it's a lucky day today. And that's really all I have to say.
Yeah, so let's just say that I feel extremely blessed today. Good morning, Deborah. Doug, hello, Doug. Good to see you, buddy. Hope that hand is healing. Larry, are you still in Vegas? Is this the mean Larry or the nice Lawrence, or which one is which? I don't know. Where you at, Larry? You in Vegas still? Sue, good morning. Chris, Laura. Oh, Laura, yeah. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Len.
I knew you were here. And Mike, good morning, folks. Larry says yes. Yeah, I'm sorry you missed last night too, Larry. You gotta. Hopefully, Bill's gonna get me the replay, and because we did it in the Zoom room, and we got to get that to you. You really want to watch it. Let's get on with today's oil. Let's not dilly-dally around any longer. So here we go. Screen sharing, and share to everybody. Present to everyone, and hide this. And get this, and oopsie. There we go. Rosemary. Today we're going to be talking about rosemary, Spanish rosemary. I don't know if you knew this. I didn't know this up until a few days ago, but there are a couple of different varieties of rosemary. And so the one you cook with is probably not the same as the essential oil we're going to talk about today, although it could be. Now, before I go on, I made a statement yesterday that I want to retract. And the statement I made is number 2 on this slide. I didn't have this slide up yesterday. There is a statement that's been running around, and it's on the internet. It's out there. It's on Facebook. And I've seen it in several places, that in some countries, including the USA, a bottle of oil only has to have 5% of the actual plant oil in it to be considered pure oil. That is an absolutely false, lie, not true statement. That statement was made by, believe it or not, an unethical essential oil company who was trying to convince the world that their oil was the only pure oil on the planet and everybody else was full of you know what. Anyhow, that statement is false upon further evaluation and research. So if you see it anywhere, discount it. Now, the statement above that, never heat oils. Somebody asked about heating oils in an oil burner. You go to the store and you buy these cute little oil burners that have a little candle or something underneath them. You don't want to do that to your oil. Heating essential oils destroys their therapeutic benefits. That's why nearly all people that use therapeutic grade oils use a cold water diffuser, not an oil heater, warmer, or burner. And one of the reasons cold pressed and steam distilled, et cetera, is the way we make the oils, because you don't want to heat these things. And the final statement that's down there, make sure you go with a reputable company who makes good therapeutic grade oils. That statement still stands. So let's go on to today's oil. Laura?
Rosemary has been extensively used since ancient times for a variety of purposes. The Romans gave special importance to the rosemary plant and used it for frequently in religious ceremonies. It was also used during wedding ceremonies, food preparation, cosmetic care, and medicinal herbal care. Rosemary plant and its extract were also used by the ancient Egyptian civilization as incense. Okay.
Are you still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
The last word I heard was extract.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, rosemary plant and its extract were also used by the ancient Egyptian civilization as incense.
Yeah, what a nice incense it is too. Rosemary, Moroccan, I don't know what the CT stands for, Cineole. Cineole. This variety of rosemary, and it's the one we're going to talk about today, is high in, you guessed it, 1,8 Cineole, and I don't know what that is, but you know, it's a, I don't want to use the word chemical, but it comes from the plant, so it's not a man-made chemical. When you see this constituent in an oils, and this is a mass spectrometry report, you should think respiratory system. That's because 1.8 Cineole has the ability to reduce inflammation, kill off bacteria and viruses, and open up nasal passages and lungs by breaking down mucus. Its refreshing, vibrant aroma gives this oil the capability to be energy boosting as well.
Oh, it's got a really nice botanical name. The method of extraction is steam distilled. The parts that they use is the herb. The country of origin is Morocco. The cultivation method is USDA certified organic, and the scent is clean, fresh, green, earthy, herbaceous, and garden-like.
Yeah, what a nice oil this is. Uses of today's oil. As is the case in all the other oils, there are many different uses for it. Aches, body, head, joint, muscle, bloating associated with the menstrual cycle, breathing problems, cellulite, circulatory support, congestion, coughs, cramps, excess mucus, fatigue, growth of microorganisms, hair loss, heat, body discomfort, infections, intestinal support, joint swelling, loose bowels, mental awareness and clarity, mental fatigue, mild age-related memory problems. Maybe I should get some of that. Muscle and joint function, nervous system health, respiratory health, sadness, scalp, hair health and growth, spider and swelling veins, swelling, and water retention.
All right, well, rosemary oil also helps improve conventional shampoo can be expensive and contain harmful chemicals that strip your hair of the natural oils. Instead, try this homemade rosemary mint shampoo recipe. Very easy to make, and it can help thicken hair and reduce dandruff. This came from Dr. Axe. So it's 6 ounces of aloe vera gel, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 10 tablespoons of baking soda, 20 drops of rosemary oil, 10 drops of peppermint oil, in a BPA plastic dispenser bottles. And all you need to do,
BPA free.
in a BPA free plastic dispenser bottle, just mix all the ingredients together and store in an 8-ounce glass or a BPA free bottle.
Yep, there you go. Got your own homemade shampoo. Sounds like it'd be a fun shampoo to use. Precautions. There are a few with rosemary oil. It may at times cause allergic reactions, so it should be only used if prescribed or after thorough consultation with your medical specialist. And I mean, if you're going to use it on your skin, if you're going to use it topically, then you probably want to do a test. You don't want to ingest it. That statement really refers to ingestion. And once again, we don't recommend ingesting these oils. Since rosemary oil is volatile in nature, the oil has occasionally caused vomiting and spasms, therefore should never be ingested. It's strongly suggested that rosemary essential oil should not be used by pregnant, breastfeeding, or nursing women. And this statement is powerful enough that I put in a source for it. Excessive use of the oil may even lead to miscarriage or disability in the fetus. Now, I sourced that from the website organicfacts.net, and then there's some slashes, of course. But that's where that statement came from. I can't validate, nor can I discount the statement. So we'll just include it there with a source for people who may want to look at it and get more information about it.
So additional precautions, as always, we don't recommend ingestion unless supervised by a qualified healthcare professional. Remember, not all oils are created equal. Be sure to purchase USDA certified organic oil to be certain of the quality and the purity.
So blending rosemary. It's used extensively in aromatherapy due to its versatility as a welcome aroma in so many popular combinations. It blends well with frankincense, lavender, clary sage, cedarwood, basil, thyme, citronella, lemongrass, LME, I don't know what that is, geranium, chamomile, peppermint, and cardamom. Lots of different ways to blend it. So there's the label, rosemary Spanish, congestion, swelling, digestive health, foggy brain. I better get some of that. Head and body relief, joint aches, fatigue, mental awareness, sadness, spider veins, and cellulite. And once again, our label says dilute before use on the skin, not for internal use unless prescribed by a doctor. Keep out of reach of children. And that's all we have for you about rosemary.
Hey, I have a question for you. And maybe we can get everybody's thoughts on this. You know, we talked about how using a lot of these oils in diffusers, and they say the cold diffuser. Well, my mom and aunt came across this diffuser where there were two things you could do. You could put it in your car and plug it into like where your heat comes out. And then there was another one where you could actually, it was like a thumb drive. You could put it in your computer and it acted, you just put a couple of drops in there and it goes into the air. And I just thought, learning about how it's really important that the vibration is proper when you're using a very specific diffuser. Do you think those things do you think they're, when you use them, are they really doing what they're supposed to be doing, or is it just a gimmick?
Well, I don't know the answer to that. First off, I've never heard of them or seen them, and maybe you can you get a source and some information from your mom, and we can go Google it and take a look at it ourselves and see what it is. Here's the thing that I've come to recognize in the last 2 or 3 months of researching oils and learning about them for this series, and that is that a lot of people think if they can smell the oil, a lot of people go to buy these things for the smell. They just want to be able to smell them. Yeah, you do, Doug. As near as I can tell, you do. And we're going to be looking at oil blends starting, sometime either next week or the following. So, these little things you buy in the store, like I talked about earlier, these little oil burners and things like that. And you see these little things in a lot of different gift shops. You buy an oil and put a couple drops in the thing and you light a candle under it. It does absolutely no good at all. None, zero. You might be able to smell it, but that's all you're doing. You're destroying the therapeutic properties of the original oil itself. And that's what I'm learning. And that is also why so many of these shops carry oils that are very inexpensive. You can look at our oils and say, well, geez, I can buy the same thing for $5 over here at Gifts R Us. Well, yeah, you can, but no, you can't. You can buy something. It's like we talked about yesterday with peppermint. The peppermint you buy in the supermarket in the spice aisle is not the same as a therapeutic grade essential oil. It's very, very different. It's been redistilled. It's probably got synthetics in it. It certainly isn't a pure essential oil. So that seems to be the case. And a lot of people don't understand the therapeutic value of the real essential oils versus all these smell good things. It's like somebody asked some time ago about a candle. What about a candle with scents in it? Actually, you're mostly breathing toxic fumes. Yeah. It's certainly not therapeutic grade essential oil.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought I'd throw that out there. I'll look for that and.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Yeah, Doug, you get what you pay for.
I mean, is it possible that the little thumb drive actually has a little vibrator in it that actually diffuses essential oils? Yeah, maybe it is. It could be. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out.
Yeah, I'll look it up and we'll get the info.
Yeah, it's like you know what? I shouldn't have. I threw it away. At Bed Bath and Beyond, I bought, when I first started looking at oils, I thought I was getting this little deal. I bought this little personal oil diffuser, and you got a little 6-pack or a 3-pack of oils with it. You know, the whole thing was $14.95 or something. And what it was is that you put some drops of oil on a pad, and then it blew a fan over it. It's not the same thing. Yeah. I use Sweet Dreams. In fact, I ran Breathe Easy all night last night. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little congested right now. Not much. It's really my throat, Larry. Yeah. So blowing a fan over the essential oil, so you get the smell of it, but it's not the same thing. I don't think you get any therapeutic effect from it. In fact, I took that after I started doing the research for this series. I took that little oil thing of mine and I threw it in the garbage can. Then I threw the oils that came with it in the garbage can too, because they were, food coloring basically. So.
Oh boy.
Anyhow, hey, that's all we got for you today. We'll see you Monday, and I don't remember what's next.
It's going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
So join us Monday. Yeah, join us Monday, and we'll see you then.
And oh, by the way, that oil that we don't know how to pronounce is apparently pronounced ylang ylang.
Okay. Yeah, you know who told me that? Sue.
Yeah.
Sue Shepherd. Yep.
Yeah. I found a little video actually on YouTube. How to pronounce ylang, ylang. Okay. Hey, everybody, have a marvelous weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, folks. Bye for now.
Bye for now.